Welcome to Drive Your Own Adventure with Benjamin Starr. With holiday parks and resorts across New South Wales and Queensland, find your dream destination with Ingenia Holidays.
Well, we're driving our own adventure. We have a man who has a very important job to keep everybody happy on the ground here before they go out and do all these wonderful tours. We're talking today with Richard Yazbek, who is the big boss here at Ingenia Holidays at Cairns Coconut. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And yourself?
I tell you what, you've got a very interesting job.
Yeah, it keeps me very busy.
I bet you it does. Having stayed here, I have to say it's my first time ever staying in a caravan park. I'm highly impressed.
Oh, thank you. We like to think that we have a lot for everybody here.
Yeah, Richard, holidays in caravan parks aren't like they used to be. They used to have a bit of a thing attached to them, but these days they're like luxury mini resorts.
Yeah, we like to think of ourselves as a holiday park, not a caravan park. We're a one-stop shop for everybody.
Yep.
Once you arrive, you really don't have to leave. You can have dinner in our restaurant. We've got pools, slides, activities for the kids. We have a bottle shop. We also book all the resort, all the tours, and travel essentials for everybody from the front desk as well.
It's interesting driving up here. There's a lot of road between Sydney and Cairns. It's a long drive. When people are driving their own adventure and they're going on an adventure up here, what do you recommend that they sort of do? I mean, there's a lot to do. You can't do it all in a week.
No, you can't do it all in a week, but we like to highlight some key activities here. That's going through to Cairns on the Sky Rail, the Great Barrier Reef, the Franklin Islands, and also taking a nice drive through the Atherton Tablelands and possibly even through the Skybury coffee factory that very own belongs to the north of Cairns.
I had the opportunity this week to do all those, and I have to say the Sky Rail is unbelievable. I am obsessed with trains, so I do love the train at Cairns. Cairns, I was there many, many years ago, isn't what it used to be. It's become a very different place.
Yeah, a very different place. I think one of the highlights is catching the train up and having an understanding of a 100-year history of how they built that rail line all the way up there through Cairns. But it's open 7 days a week, the town, and they love the tourists coming through there, and you can see that when you get there.
You can really see up here a lot of entrepreneurs with all the tours that run. All these people, these families have put their heart and soul into a lot of these businesses. But tourism is such a big thing up here, but ecotourism is being led by all these tour operators. It's a fascinating thing to look at.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. A lot of the smaller tours now, the eco tours that will, limit themselves to about 10 to 12 people, will go out off the beaten track, so to speak, and really get into the nitty-gritty of what we really have to offer here. And that's one of the big highlights we have here in Cairns as well.
Okay, so we're driving up to Cairns, bit of a journey. We finally get here. Then we come to Ingenia Holidays, Cairns Coconut. Give us the big sell on this park, because it is a beautiful park.
Look, it's an amazing park, and we're very proud to win the TripAdvisor top 25 resorts in the world for families. It was a big honour for us. We've been working very hard to do that. It keeps the kids out of the rooms and into the park. They like all the activities. They're not on their PlayStations or their mobile phones. And mum and dad can have some quiet time, believe it or not. Everything they need to do, they can come and see us. We'll map out a plan for them. Or even if they just want to just relax and watch the kids run around wild, we're okay with that as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, the kids seem to have right of way on all these streets here. There's more kids on push bikes and four-wheel drive things. I said to someone, forget about the cars. The caravans are no problem. They're parked and they're sort of locked down, but there's so many kids. It's fascinating. I did an interview the other day with some people up here in the park, and the kids are in bed by 7:30. They're so tired out.
Yeah, one of the highlights here for the kids is getting onto those pedal carts, and there's not very many times where a kid can do that on the streets at home because it's an enclosed community.
Yes. Yeah.
And our peak times for that is between 4 and 6 o'clock because mum and dad know that they can get the kids all that energy out of the kids, and then they'll be asleep by 7 o'clock.
Yeah, I tell you what, so you come to work every day, you get to meet all these wonderful people, and some of their trips and their journeys and where they've been to must be interesting when you're chatting to them in the office. They're not just caravans anymore.
No, my goodness, we're talking about excess of $100,000 thing that they're towing behind them.
Yeah.
So not just a little pop-top caravan, it's a mobile home. And a lot of the parents are actually on a 6 or 12-month a voyage around Australia, and that's what most people do when they retire. So they're doing it now, and some of the stories they come up with are just amazing, and it's inspiring as well that we can be part of that as well.
Are you seeing a younger demographic?
Absolutely. Young families in their 20s and 30s are getting out on the open road, and it's a great experience for the kids because they become so well balanced and they appreciate life more now rather than later.
If people are listening into this today, what I'd like to say to them is you don't realise the power of these wonderful parks. If they didn't exist, I would hate to think what the knock-on effect would be for tourism up here.
Absolutely. And look, we like to think we drive that side of holiday parks with innovation. We're always at the forefront and thinking forwards on our feet to try and keep the industry alive and happening, and new customers coming through and getting away with that stereotype of what a caravan park used to be like.
Okay, so the Ingenia Holidays have so many parks all around Australia, but this one here is the Cairns Coconut. This is your little baby. And if people would like to find out more information, what's the best way to book a holiday up here at Cairns Coconut?
Look, all they need to do is dial 1300 Coconut, and one of our many staff would be happy to guide them through on their trails to get here, whether that be helping them out with flights, accommodation or caravan sites.
There you go, chatting with Richard Yazbek. Richard, thank you very much for your time. Thanks for making the holiday a wonderful experience. I'm a changed person. I have a $400,000 radio truck that I'm interviewing you in. We don't sleep in it, but looking around here, I don't think we're far off getting one that we can sleep in.
Yeah, well, you let me know when you do, and we'll definitely look after you.
There you go. Thanks very much, Richard.
Thanks, mate.
Thanks for listening to Drive Your Own Adventure with Ingenia Holidays. With holiday parks and resorts across New South Wales and Queensland, Ingenia Holidays offers the ideal place for an extended break, weekend getaway or short stopover. Find your dream destination with Ingenia Holidays at www.ingeniaholidays.com.au.